Nah, our most popular rigs for our black drum fishing are high-low rigs, our double 7080 circle hooks. They'll take a couple of the modified fish finder rigs. They're a slider rig that we use for the drum. We generally tip them with fish bites, crabs, clam on there, sand fleas. And our sinkers are over here. Usually 4 to 8 ounces. Greg's grabbing a few of the.
I like these.
Yeah, these are the Hurricane. These hold a little bit better than the pyramid sinkers.
And when it crab fish bite.
And when it gets really bad, we'll go up to the Sputniks, which are the stainless steel sinkers. You cast them out. Once they hold into sand, just leave it there, and then they push back and makes it easier for you to come on in. So we'll put that one back. You already have some of those. And other than that, snap swivels, 75 to 100 pounds, which is more than enough value pack on there. Tsunami snap swivels, take those. Another big thing is having a good metal sand spike. You can use PVC, just make sure you got it in. That's a lot of people lose their
you lose a whole rod that way.
Or stay close, or if you're fast, you can dive in after it too. So these are easy to get in, get it down past this point, angle them in, and wait for your hit. Lock those.
There's some big clams.
There. Yeah.
Look big surf clams.
Yeah, surf clams. They're as big as your hand, pretty much.
Wow.
A couple baits out of that. So, pretty good. There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Sure thing.
You probably remember these as a kid. They're sand fleas or mole crabs, whatever you want to call them. There's all different types of baits. You could use hard crab, peeler crab, the different types of clams, like some of the clams we got from Jimmy at the shop. These guys work really well, and it's kind of interesting. You can have such a large fish that will swim along and eat these, but I guess they put off a scent and a certain flavor that drives them crazy. And a buddy of mine likes to say elephants love peanuts. So it kind of adds up that you would think these things would be eating a much larger meal. Not the case. And what we're targeting today are black drum. There are rockfish or striped bass here as well. The black drum, he entirely eats shellfish for a living or crustaceans. So he eats clams, he eats crabs, he eats mussels, things like that. He has we call it a crush in the back of his throat. They can get a shellfish and just completely crush it. They can grab a crab and completely crush it. He doesn't have teeth, like a biting teeth, like to take a hunk out of a fish. The rockfish or striped bass, whatever you want to call them, that are here now, they eat both. But these guys work for them just as well. All this is, it's a synthetic bait. Don't ask me how they make it and how they know that it's crab flavored versus clam versus sand flea or whatever. But it will stay on the hook for quite some time and slowly dissolve. It just puts more scent into the water, so something else for the fish to hone in on. Do they 100%? Do you need them every single time? No. There's times when fleas work fine. They work enough for me that it's not worth not having it with you and putting them on the hook. So all we do with these, just a pair of poultry shears, and just cut it into sections about like that. Nothing too scientific to it. That'll go on the hook first, and then we'll put a couple sand fleas for bait. Just watch your fingers. I hold it like this, pull through, with the idea obviously being that we don't end up with a hook and finger. When I hook a sand flea on, some people will punch right through the body. It kills them instantly. I come in through the side. And then roll out the shell. And if he doesn't get eaten, you can crank him in sometime later. He will still be on the hook alive. So my theory there is it could be a minuscule detail that makes a big difference. Fresher bait still alive might be more appealing to the fish. Anywhere from 2 to 3. Some guys will stack this hook all the way up. I find that's about all you typically need. When I showed you the fish finder rig, the leader here is really short. It's also very stout. These are 80 or 100-pound test leaders, which make this very stiff. If you use a lighter leader or one that's very long, what can happen is it can come back and spin in the current. So I used to talk when I first started. I would have these big long leaders, and I would go in and ask Jimmy, "What's going on?" It keeps twisting around, and that was. And some guys even will not put this chew, what they call a chew or bite leader on. Sometimes, or they'll have it really short. They won't use it at all. That's about the length that works for me. So as far as casting, a lot of different theories. A lot of times the fish are in closer than you think, so you don't have to be a casting pro to come out here and catch a fish. You don't have to fire it out beyond that farthest wave. In many cases, it could be the fish is feeding very in close, because think about where the food are. All those little sand fleas are in close. Sometimes they're feeding on the outer bar on what's called a calico crab or something else. So what we try to do, at least what I try to do, is set 3 lines and just put them at different ranges, until we find out where the fish are feeding. And now it's a weight game.
Yep. Oh, that's cool. Watch, he does it.